Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to NKA on Afia TV, broadcasting from the coal city, Enugu State. We're on DSTV channel 254, GoTV channel 17, and Free TV channel 748. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and this is NKA. Here we dive into conversations with people who have inspiring stories, who are doing this thing and have done this thing called life, and they get to share a bit of aspire to acquire story, and we get to learn from their experiences. So speaking of stories, a couple of interesting things have happened on social media lately, but the one that strikes more is the hashtag 30 days rant challenge that has mind-blowing and heartbreaking stories. Things are happening in the country, people are suffering. It's like you're earning, but you are receiving prices of goods and services keep going up and you cannot even keep up. And it's so crazy. How are you dealing with the situation in the country? And I'd like to know how much are crates of eggs in your area, because that also seems to be part of the debate on social media. Is it 6,500, 7,000, or a bit more? We would like to hear all about it. So feel free to message us on Instagram at Afia TV Official, or personally on my Instagram at Nalu_Kings. I'd love to hear from you. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be introducing to you our guest for this evening. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and this is NKA. It is still Women's History Month, and people often complain that there are so many Mother's Days in a year, but that is not exactly the case. Let me break it down for you. So, International Women's Day happens on the 8th of March every year, and Mothering Sunday happens for Catholics and Anglicans on the 30th of March every year. And Mother's Day generally happens on May 11th. Do you see the difference? You're welcome. Speaking of women, today we have a mother, a wife, a diction and public speaking coach, a media personality. Let us welcome Gloria Akachukwu. Hi, you're so pretty. Oh my God.
And you too.
Stop it.
It's my delight to be here, totally.
It's my delight to be interviewing you or something like that. Yeah, so welcome to NKA. We, like I said, we try to document stories of inspiring people who have done and are doing this thing. You know. Yes, so diction and public speaking coach, media personality. The first question in my head is, I'd like to know, I'm sure everybody wants to know what you studied. Did you do anything related to communications, or the vibe and energy to train people in diction and public speaking descended on you from above? So I want to know what's, just tell us the story, give us the tea.
Okay, first off, it doesn't descend on anybody.
Okay.
It doesn't. Okay, so let's just do a little backstory.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I didn't study anything around communications, although I did a very small time at the Enugu State University, and that was for mass communication. But one thing led to one thing, and I had to leave the school, so I didn't complete that. Finally, I then got admission into Ebonyi State University. I know how it is with Jamba Matter in this country. They'll give you what you not plan to collect.
Actually, exactly. Yes.
But somehow, I found myself reading history and international relations.
Ooh.
So I do have a BA in history and international relations. But, you know, when you have a drive, a passion for something, and you made up your mind that nothing is taking you out of it. So then, even my classmates will say, so what's the plan? Diplomats or ambassadorial gigs or titles? I'm like, no, I'm going to go into media. That's what I'm born for. So I did take lots of short courses, lots of short certifying courses in communications, as I have. But the whole diction and public speaking thing started from when, because I'm in media as well.
Yeah.
So it's when I realized that, okay, you can't just have passion for something. You have to skill up.
Of course.
So that was where the whole thing, I had to go for a training, a certifying course as well, short course too, lots of short courses really. And then that was how, I didn't set out to teach people diction and public speaking. It was not the plan.
Wow.
I had done it for myself to grow myself. And then somehow I tend to see myself in positions where I am literally onboarding people who want to come into this space. So it became imperative that I give back and give back strategically. So that was how the whole Diction and public speaking thing started.
Impressive, impressive. So it still boils down to what I was saying. You still have a communications background because you did something somewhere, but you just didn't finish it and then went to do history and international studies. So yes, you do have backgrounds in communications, and that makes sense. But you know, when me inclusive, when I talk to some people, we say, no, not just that. I remember literature class in secondary school where they say diction just means choice of words.
Oh, okay.
Right? So is there more to it? What's the entire thing about diction? School us, let us understand.
Well, diction is very broad.
Okay.
But you know, when you hear diction, people think is funny. People think it's accent.
Funny, yeah.
She has an accent. No. Diction is not. Diction is clarity. Diction is proper pronunciation. Diction is proper communication.
Yeah.
I'm not saying axe nalo because someone else will hear it and think I'm saying get an axe and axe nalo. I'm saying ask.
Did you hear that?
So it's ask. That's what diction does for you.
Okay.
You're able to communicate effectively. That's what diction is.
Right.
Yeah, choice of words, but delivering those words strategically.
Strategically. That brings me to my next question because, you know, I'm not sure. I think Nigerians, I remember when I started out, they'll tell you are forming that this is not how we sound as a people, right? Because when you really try to enunciate properly, you find yourself deviating from your ideal mother tongue. In quotes, your ideal mother tongue. And it's a problem to some people. And it makes you think, is it that Nigerians are comfortable with mediocrity and they want everybody to join the bandwagon and be like them? So how can you do this and still maintain your cultural heritage? Something along those lines. That's what I want to ask.
You know, I say that I'm not teaching diction. Neither am I speaking in very clear, precise English because I want to show off. It's just something you have to do. I feel that what happens to people when you begin to enunciate properly is that they are intimidated. They get terrified first of like,
who's this? What to be this?
I mean, speak with the understand you get, right?
Yes.
But you find out that it draws the attention to you. Every single person stops in their track to hear you.
Listen to you,
yes. It comes off as really bold because you're enunciating properly. So there's a place for our mother tongue because you can't take it out.
Yeah.
You can't take it out. We are Nigerians. And I remember a very popular actress, as we know, she was having, I think she was in a panel meeting, and she was talking about how the Nigerian accent is one of our biggest exports to the world, especially Hollywood. And they try to get actors who will stand in that position and try to mimic the Nigerian accent. I mean, look at Woman King, what we had there. So I think our accent is gold. We shouldn't throw it away. But you know how they say, when you're in Rome, you act like the Romans. That's what it is all about. When we're in a place, an environment that it requires that we speak clearly, we enunciate properly, man, we'll bring it out of the bag and give it to you.
Okay.
When we're on the road and we need to tell the conductor, oh God, they come down for this place.
Stop me.
We do that.
Yeah. Right. So how do you think the educational system, right? I think a lot of people, I remember someone saying last week that I had a class, those short classes, right? And then this guy says that, you know, vowels and consonant sounds, all these things were new to him. And I want to say that's weird because that's like basic education when you are in secondary school. But I can't say that because it's the reality of a couple of people who do not experience that. So that goes to say that our education in Nigeria goes a long way in helping us with our diction. So people who find it difficult to get that background education from school, what can they do?
I'm really worried. Now you talked about our educational system because being a mother and my kids go to school, and sometimes I'm looking at the teachers. My mom was a teacher.
Okay.
And she had her background going to teachers training college, IHE. At least I can
Okay.
remember. I remember
Yeah.
seeing some of her books at home those days. And she says they teach you primarily for the class you're going for. If you're going to be a nursery teacher, they teach you in handwriting, literally everything. So these people go through the rudiments of the training.
Yeah.
But what we have now, and I'm really scared, is as if school owners are just employing anybody. It's as if school is one of the easiest jobs you can get.
Right?
It should be like one
It's
of the most
crazy.
difficult because there's so much that comes in. Your communication is number one. Your mindset number two. What you say. So that's on the part of the educational system. I think it needs an overhauling, but that's not why we're here. I mean, this is NKA, right?
Yeah.
But then I'll say that for the people who seem to not have this background, I'm very sorry that this is happening, but it's not supposed to happen. But here's what you can do. That's why there are people like us out there.
Okay.
Right? So you can come do that short course. I mean, we call it masterclass.
Yes, we do.
So you can come and do that masterclass for just a short time. And you know the beautiful thing about masterclasses is the coach holds you by the hand and walks you through the journey. And in a few days or weeks, you're as good as you have been doing this for years. I, for one, when I took, yes, I did have a background in English and language and all of that coming from school literature, but just finding the right person and learning under them. It didn't take me more than 5 days before I could pick it up because it's just a brush up.
Yes.
And then you become more intentional because something you're using now that you're an adult. So I believe that's the easiest way to bridge that.
Right, taking these classes makes sense. That's really good. So I want us to go back a bit to your journey as a media personality. So what exactly is it like? Do you have to enter war-torn countries and document these stories there? Just tell us what it's been like.
Okay, you know how they say nobody stumbles on success?
Right.
They say that something doesn't just happen. But I feel like I stumbled on it. I'm not saying it in a bad way, though.
Okay.
It's just like you have a dream and there's literally no base for you to kickstart from, but you just started from where you were. And somehow it's becoming serious. Like, it's becoming serious. So this thing is serious. That's how it started for me. Right? So from having had to leave a suit at the time. Because one thing, how did that thing even happen? I don't know, that was when the Senate decided that they were going to force mathematics and English language on everybody.
Oh, mathematics!
My sister.
Girl,
they were going to force it on everybody.
I think I had a D in mathematics in my WAEC.
Oh my goodness. They showed me that afterwards. That was even what happened, and I didn't complete that, and I had to leave. So I had to go over again, go through it again, do the WAEC again. I finally got through and finally credited the mathematics, which is not my calling, really. I'm not ashamed to say
yes, we are not. Feel free, speak your truth.
And that was how we got into doing history and international relations. But then coming out, it didn't look like I had any background. It didn't look like it was going to make sense, right? And I just didn't know where to start from. But I realized that, okay, volunteering for stuff like this is one way to get in. So that was how I started. I started from volunteering. Of course, from my local church, definitely.
Okay. That's House on the Rock,
yes, that's
Enugu.
But that was how I started, right? Volunteering. Whether it's church or not church, volunteering is a very powerful tool. In fact, I have literally used volunteering to scale up my career. That's what I've done, right? Today, I'm being paid. I get the financial remuneration for what I do, but it all started from volunteering. So that was how the journey started. Starting from House on the Rock, doing my thing in presentation, and then it makes you do a whole lot. You're creating content, you're doing the presentation, you're writing the script, you're having to deal with humans, you're working in admin role, you're doing everything, and that was how all of that just kept going. And then finally, I said, okay, I should do something on social media. And that was how I launched into social media. And
what do you do on social media?
Okay, yes, that's where the whole Diction thing happens. That's where I market it. That's where I push it. That's where we're pushing the market. Yeah.
True.
So yeah, social media, I made it. I had to find the message that I teach people and just be known for something. You see, I worry for people who are just on social media just because you want to be on social media and do tatafo.
What's tatafo?
Tatafo gossip.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You know, you just drop random comments every day, it's not
Right.
making sense. But I'm on social media for a reason.
Strictly
I'm there
to
yes,
push
to
your
impart
brand.
and influence. So I did that on social media,
Wow.
and then I'm able to make that money from social media, and then in real life, just keep pushing it. Now the matter now volunteer you start.
Okay, no problem. That makes sense. So you've heard that from Gloria Akachukwu. She started volunteering and she is where she is today. And you can do the same thing in your life if you're looking at being a media personality tomorrow. And if you're struggling with enunciation, you know what I have to tell you about that. But okay, we're going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to take this to another level. See you in a bit. Welcome back to NKA. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and we're still here with the Gloria Akachukwu. This is the part of the show where we take a trip down memory lane.
Ha. Okay.
Yes, we go down that lane. So, if you guys are ready, I am ready.
Ready for what?
Something. We want to show you Afia kind of love, the love we express to people we have on the show. We're just proud of you, proud of how much you've done.
Don't play fast on me, eh?
No, why would I do that? Why would I ever do that to you?
Okay.
Please, I could never.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for them to get started with our special package for you, I will just say that, oh yeah, we're ready.
Ah, where did you get that picture from?
Magic. It's magic.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think this was at oh,
That's
okay,
your
that was a
baby.
dedication. Yes,
Oh
my
my
son.
God, how many children do you have
I
now?
have two.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's my
See, you look
son.
so pretty. Oh my God.
Kiki. Ah.
Gang, gang. Dun. What year was this?
I think I was in third year here.
Oh,
in
it's the purple
20.
lipstick for me. The purple lipstick. Oh dear Lord.
This was 2016. Yes, this
Oh,
was 2016.
wow.
I was in
2016.
second year
Interesting.
in Ebonyi State University.
It's
Hey,
giving baddie, like baddie
this was in
of those
Kaduna
days.
actually.
Wow, what was
I
happening
actually
then?
have roots in Kaduna. I was born in Kaduna.
Oh,
yes.
where
I
you
grew up
from?
in Kaduna. I'm from Enugu State.
Oh, right.
But I had most of my early education in the north, Kaduna.
Do you speak Hausa?
Keremi.
Kara what?
What did you make? Just small. Oh, this was at a wedding. Or was he flat on me?
Ah. You'll get it back. You'll get it back. I think.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this was when Isut happened. My life was upside down.
Sorry.
I was working in a solar energy office. I was taking WAEC back to back.
Oh dear.
Jam was using me to make
Jamming
money.
you.
They were
Oh
using me to
dear.
make money.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But look at you today. How does
We
it...
don't look like what we've been through.
Okay. You like to sing?
Okay.
You like to sing?
I'm not going there.
Okay, but that's by the way. I was going to say, you know that part of is it the scriptures that said, the stone they rejected became the chief cornerstone. So Jamb, think about that. Look at this beautiful young lady. Diction, public speaking coach, everything. We're grateful for your journey. So just fun and light-hearted questions before we call it a night. What is that one word that Nigerians mispronounce so bad that makes you want to pluck out the person's face? Think about it. What word?
There are many.
Okay, let's do like 3 words that, okay.
Which word now? They do, it just irks me. When they say, oh, now do I have these words? I know them.
Of course
I don't know why
you
they're
do.
eluding me right now.
Okay.
But there's this one they say, oh God, why can't I remember? Okay, there is the one of development. Why I remember development is because that's the word that someone corrected me on. And I say, nah, I can't continue like this. I must go for a training.
Oh, wow.
I cannot be.
Wow.
So I went to learn the word and I figured out it's development.
Development?
Not development.
Not development. You guys hear that? Development.
And the one I said earlier, because right now I can't remember.
Okay.
Telling you the hospital, my head is kind of blank. But of course, the place where you say, let's ask them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why not just say ask?
Oh my dear,
It's
it sounds so... The finesse. Ask.
Now
I also remembered another one. Okay. Yes, I remembered one when people say film instead of film.
Film.
Yes.
Say film. Or video. It's still but video, right?
Okay.
You see the beautiful
the
thing
finesse
about,
in it, the pronunciation.
You,
yes, because when you pronounce it that way, there's no way the next person is not turning to say, who is that?
You call the whole attention. It's something that if you know you're not so good at, you should definitely take it. Don't worry. Don't when you probably come, you'll find other words. But for now, it's okay.
But I needed to ask that because people who are watching, they probably didn't know it was development, and they're calling it development.
Yeah, development.
They didn't know it was a film, and they called it film. Video. It's a video. Oh my God! Did you see that? So that's really. But I need to know: Are you like a pronunciation police? Are you always trying to pick out errors when people speak?
You can't run away from it.
Right.
It just irks you. You're like, okay, so I was speaking with my boss and we were talking about something and then he says, equals. I'm like, which one is equals? It's not echoes you're saying. Why are you saying equals? I almost wanted to tell him, sir, please. It's echoes. I don't know what you're saying. So yes, there's always this need to want to correct people, but you have to do it. You don't do it too much because you begin to make people doubt their self-esteem. So actually, it's not what you say really; it's how you say it. So you just have to find a way to hold yourself. I know when it's right to actually say stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so while we are trying to wrap this whole thing up, I'd like to know, and I'm sure others would like to know as well. What's that one big misconception people have about those that speak confidently? Because I think after everything we're doing today, we've not really said it's also about confidence in speaking. It's not just about innocence. It's how confident you are when you speak. So what's that thing people, a misconception they have about people that speak clearly and confidently? What do you think it is?
They think you're forming it.
Right.
They literally just think you're forming it. And then they have this very strong thought that you're Igbo, you're Nigerian, you're Yoruba, you're Hausa, don't throw away your mother tongue. But that's not what we're doing. We're saying that if English is the official language that we use here in Nigeria, and for most places in the world, it is very important that whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. So it's a spirit of excellence that drives us to want to do whatever it is we're doing, even if it's communication, we want to do it very well. And trust me, communication opens doors. Effective communication opens doors that normally if you walk into a place and you're just talking very big, anyhow, you open your mouth and talking anyhow, it will open for you. But just being able to enunciate and you said something, it's confidence. It comes with the confidence. When you're able to stand up and make your point known. A closed mouth is a closed destiny.
A closed mouth is a closed destiny.
So if you open the mouth, let the words coming out, be very strategic and hit it. A popular man of God said, so I'm sure a lot of people saw it. And then he was saying something and said how his wife's mother wanted to see him before they got married. And she was judging him by his size. Now, this guy wasn't up to it, but she was coming from like a wealthy family. And when the mother asked him, so what is your future plans or goal? He said he opened his mouth and he started talking. He said what he couldn't make for. He made it for in speaking. Beautiful. And he's very eloquent. I mean,
who's the man of God? Because I don't think I've seen that. Oh, right. I mean, it's not like I didn't. All right. That's a beautiful one. It's been an exciting evening discussing this with you. But you think there was something you did and you think you've passed, but you didn't. So you're going to do it again.
I don't understand.
We heard you sing. We heard you sing. We are on national television.
It's just that
I know.
Once it gets longer,
want to hear it.
It's a problem.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
Nalu is a fine.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So we need you. That's your camera. Please find one of your best songs. Just something you like to sing. If it is we are a soldier in the battlefield. They can do that. Jesus, if you come, I think
you should be singing the alto. Let me sing this song.
No. So sing for us. Something from your heart. Come on.
Okay, I'm going to sing this song simply because I'm going to make use of this opportunity because it's a song that resonates so strongly with me.
Okay.
And I'm not going to start from the beginning. I'm going to start from the place that really touches me.
Okay.
And this is a musician. She's late now. And I feel she had one of the greatest voices before she left the world, and that's Whitney Houston.
Oh dear, yes.
So I'm going to sing The Greatest Love of All, but not from the beginning, because this is not audition.
No problem. The chorus. Awesome. Just sing the chorus for us. Go on, go. You got this, girl.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow.
Oh my God.
If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because of the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me.
I'm like, what kind of church? Oh, dear, that was really.
On the spot.
No, that was. Were you in a choir before?
Yes, I did a whole lot of choir.
Oh dear.
And I said the story long.
The story long.
We don't do.
Oh my God, that was really beautiful. You should really consider trying the voice or one of those stuff. I'm speaking speaking the truth.
Okay, the voice, you heard it.
Yeah, we're coming.
It's just like go past the gate.
But think about it. Do think about it. Okay, beautiful people, you have heard it from the Gloria Akachukwu, media personality, diction and public speaking coach. She said volunteering has helped her come this far. She has done a lot. And this is a word of advice for you. If you're just sitting there doing nothing about that dream you want to do, try volunteering, and volunteering well, so that you can get strong and good at what you do. Do not give up. Keep at it, and the sky will be your starting point, or however the cool kids say it. Right about now, we're going to be calling it off. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of NKA. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and I will see you next time. Have yourself a great evening.